There's lots of different views. What is autism? What we know for sure, it keeps growing. And this is just one of the example statistics. It's based in US, but Europe is not far. It's really dramatically growing since 2000, especially. And again, we can argue the cases. Okay, we've got different diagnostic system now. We've got more criteria. We've got now diagnosed people who haven't been diagnosed before, and etc., etc. But what is also interesting depends what we actually mean by autism. Definitely know that children with autism really sort of struggle in many different ways. And just again, to share a little bit statistics here, 63% of children on the spectrum don't have the best support in the school. That's a fact. And it's maybe even more because, as we know, the statistics, it's a little bit not up to date, very difficult to find the number of what's going on right now. This probably 5 years old, 4 years old statistics. 17% of autistic children have been suspended from school. Only 16% of autistic adults are in full-time paid employment, and only 32% have some kind of paid work. It is difficult to find work for anyone, especially when you are a neurodiverse person. 60% of teachers don't have adequate training to teach children with ASD. So how our children can achieve good results in the school when actually we don't have enough professionals who understand our children and who actually can work with them in appropriate level. 35% of teachers actually think it has become harder to access specialist support for children with autism. And again, this is where very fragmented, the professionals working separately, educators, therapists, parents. So we working with the same children, but we're operating in a slightly different levels and different domains and don't communicate well enough the needs of our kids. This is what about actually the person who's experiencing, but also the family struggling a lot. And I'm sure you can extend this list and maybe can relate to some of that. Nearly 77% of mothers raising children with autism report depression. Levels of depression in mothers were significantly associated with the physical health and quality of life. Of course, if we're depressed, all our well-being is suffering. Fathers of children with kids with autism suppress their feelings most of the times at the cost of anger outbursts. So the guys, they start suffering different way. And very often they've got some health issues as a result of that. Young siblings are more likely to be withdrawn and have a poor social skills. They often develop slow socially and emotionally. Again, lots of studies show there are siblings really suffering because, again, everybody is impacted by individual with autism in a family.